Hi, I'm Chris, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're going to be smelling Terence Hughes' package. This one, it's his new Spring Equinox collection. I'm going to unbox it, have a little sniff. Oh, this is a well-wrapped package. Come on, can't get in. Even with this beast. Access granted. Eco-friendly padding. The collection is these 30 ml bottles. That's a lot of eco-friendly padding. 7 fragrances. I'll just sheath my weapon. There's actually a lot of mess from Aaron's package now all over this table. All this little black powder, but hey, if it's eco, I'm in. Fboy, Icon, Aura, Legend, Hall Blue, Hall Red, Legend Plus. Yes, I do want this video to remain monetized, so Fboy will be Fboy, even though you know that's not actually the name. I don't think any of these scents are brand new creations. I think they're all existing scents in Aaron's catalog, but I think there's been some reformulations of some of them. Some of these I have not smelled. Fboy, not smell either of the halls. I'm gonna give all these a quick sniff and just let you know what I think of them. Just so you know, Aaron has not asked me to make this video. He's not paid me any money. He's just sent me the fragrances to try. And as of making this video, the Spring Equinox collection seems to be sold out on his website. That happens. He makes a certain quantity, sells them out, and then there's a bit of a gap, and then usually things come back onto the site. So I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. If this collection interests you, then keep an eye on Aaron's site to see if there will be a restock at some point. The price on this collection is £250 for 7 30 ml fragrances. That's pretty decent value actually. That works out I think at about £1.20 per ml, and you're getting a variety of different fragrances. £250 for 210 ml of fragrance? I think that's reasonable. Let's start with Fboy. I know that some of you will be maybe triggered by some of these names. You won't approve of the names. Some of you will love the names, I'm sure. Aaron's catering towards a specific audience, and I think the audience that he is targeting will probably appreciate the names of these fragrances. The ones who are triggered by it, I'm sure Aaron would love that he's triggered people with the names. I think that's kind of his intention. This reminds me of maybe a fruitier, juicier version of hard candy. It's along those lines. It's got that sweetness, it's got the fruitiness, it's quite an airy, bright fragrance. It definitely has that signature Terence Hughes DNA in it. It's got that fun, playful quality, very wearable fragrance. Notes in this are bergamot lemon, blood mandarin, peppermint, amber, tonka, honey, patchouli, benzoin, and vanilla. So a very attractive set of notes for what is a very attractive fragrance. I think a lot of people will love this. If you are triggered by the names, in all seriousness, don't let that put you off, because this is a really great and wearable fragrance, and it smells strong as well. This is pretty potent. This would be a good fun night out party clubbing sort of scent, that kind of vibe, along the same genre as hard candy or hard candy elixir. That is great. I'm looking forward to wearing that one myself. Next is Icon. I am so bad at opening these little cardboard tubes. I end up just ripping the tap. Does anyone else do that, or is that just, am I just doing it wrong? Icon, that used to be the name of a nightclub I went to when I first started going out to nightclubs when I was 6 to 18 years old. So let's see if this is a fragrance I could have worn in Icon back in the day. This is darker and richer than I thought it would be. Doesn't have that signature Aaron DNA in there like Fboy has and hard candy and those sorts of fragrances. So this has got this slightly thick saffron, creamy quality. There is something maybe in the base of this doing something similar to Baccarat Rouge. It's that kind of vibe. I think it's fruitier than that. Just looking at the website, apparently this is a new one specifically for this Spring Equinox collection. The notes are Italian lemon, blood mandarin, apple, lavender, sea salt, grapefruit, amber, cedarwood, sandalwood, and vanilla. Not really any of the notes that Baccarat Rouge has, so perhaps I'm just a little bit off on that. Maybe it's just smelling a little bit similar to that off the strip, but it's fruity, it's bright, aquatic. I'm really liking this one as well. Actually, I think I probably like this a little bit more than the previous one. Nice. Next up, we've got Aura. Again, a little bit of some juicy fruit going on. This is brighter than the other ones. This is immediately very ozonic, aldehydic, invigorating, fresh. diffusive. A little bit of green in there, some kind of sparkly white florals maybe. The notes are lemon, rum, pink, grapefruit, lime, peppermint, ambergris, sea salt, vetiver, patchouli, sugarcane. All right, no florals in there, but I think this sparkly qualities maybe coming from the ambergris and the freshness from the mint combining with the fruitiness. Really a lovely, airy, invigorating scent. Again, a very potent fragrance. Legend, I know Legend pretty well. This is Aaron's interpretation of a very easy to wear, very mass appealing, sort of designer-like fragrance. A little bit powdery, a little bit fruity, very wearable, everyday, wearable fragrance, could be a signature scent. The notes are grapefruit, Italian bergamot, lemon, ambroxan, apple, galbanum, tonka bean, dry woods, elemi resin, oak moss, patchouli, pink pepper, and sandalwood. It doesn't smell exactly like Dior Sauvage, but if you like that sort of fragrance, then Legend is one that I think you'd really enjoy. Versatile, easy to wear, yep. Love Legend, always have done. Since I've just smelled Legend, I'm going to try straight away Legend Plus so I can make that direct comparison between the two fragrances to find out what the differences are. It smells quite different actually. There is that mass appealing Legend DNA in there, but if Legend is a little more of a designery style smell, I would say Legend Plus definitely goes a bit more into sort of niche, indie, creative territory. Very wearable, very mass appealing sort of scent. The notes are bergamot, exclusively blended for ATH, lemon, blood mandarin, artemisia, amber, grapefruit, apple, lavender, patchouli, vetiver, sandalwood, oak moss, pink pepper, and elemi. There is a bit of a green streak in this, whether that's coming from the artemisia or not, I'm not sure, but it smells more peppery. I think the pepper is dosed up on this compared to Legend. So it's a stronger, more potent, more creative, more nuanced version of Legend, I would say. Legend Plus, that's smelling good. Legend, but with something extra, which is the plus bit. Time to smell a Whore. I'm gonna go with Whore Blue first. I've not smelled any Whores before, so I'll find out what these are all about. Let's go with Whore Blue. Oh, that smells quite gourmand and chocolatey to me. Sweet, but smooth, rounded. There is a light airiness as well, but there's definitely something sweet and dessert-like and chocolatey. It's quite sexy and indulgent. The notes are bergamot, elemi resin, nutmeg, tobacco, patchouli, benzoin, vetiver, vanilla, tonka, white musk. So not a chocolate note in there. There is tobacco, perhaps giving it this darker quality. What else have we got? Vanilla, patchouli can sometimes be a little chocolatey. So I think it's a few things combining to give this kind of chocolatey effect. And it's not a deep, dark, rich, dark chocolate. This is like a chocolate McDonald's milkshake. A little bit creamy, sweet, but not too intense in terms of its sweet, chocolatey character. I can't get McDonald's milkshake out of my head now, but I love a chocolate McDonald's milkshake. That's my go-to McDonald's milkshake. Oh yeah, this is a little bit addictive, actually. When I'm sniffing quite deep off this paper, I think I am picking up on that lovely, sort of fresh tobacco smell, which I'm assuming when sprayed on skin, the tobacco will come out even more once it warms up a little bit and begins to bloom. So I am really looking forward to getting stuck into Whore. The final one is Whore Red. Let's see how this compares to Whore Blue to see if there's any similarities between the two Whores. Not really. This smells like candy. This smells like, you know, the red shoelaces, the red candy laces, or one of those red fizzy asteroid belts. Remember those? It's got this red fruity quality to it. Oh, it's very different actually. Yeah, oh, red. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Whore Red, I get it now, yeah. Sensual, deep, rich. Let's see if there is indeed any red fruits in this. Passion fruit, Brazilian sweet orange, coconut, praline, tonka, vanilla, sandalwood. Damn it, no red fruits. I was sure that there was some red fruits in this, but now I've read the notes, I think I'm getting, it's the fruity sweetness of the passion fruit, the orange, but it does give me still the overall effect of some red candy, like the red candy shoelaces or the asteroid belts. I'm getting that kind of vibe. And A little bit of a porn star martini. It's got this exotic smell with the passion fruit, the coconut. It's a scent you could easily wear all year round, but because of the overall smell and the notes in this and this slight little exotic character that it's got going on, this would be a great summer fragrance. Maybe a good evening summer fragrance. I will say with these more exotic style fragrances, these exotic fruits, they tend to lean a little more towards the feminine for me. And I do get that with this. I think this would be great on a woman actually, and you know, plenty of guys would be absolutely fine wearing this. This is what I would like to smell on a woman rather than on myself. I'm enjoying smelling it. So if a woman walked past me smelling of this fragrance, smelling like whore red, I think it would turn my head. We have emptied the contents of Aaron's package and sniffed them all. You've got to remember that Aaron is my friend and I know him really well and I've known him for years, so please bear that in mind when I'm talking about fragrances that he's sent me for free. These are great fragrances. This is a great collection. They're all very wearable. I know that it's difficult to not blind buy these fragrances because you can't really try them out. I think that's what's good about these 30 mls. You don't have to buy them as this collection. You can buy all these fragrances separately as well. I think per mil it probably increases the cost a little bit, but you know, to commit to 30 mil at the prices they are, I think £45 around that mark for 30 ml. So it's not too risky if you were doing a blind buy. Like I said, I think most people do have to blind buy Aaron's fragrances because they're not in stores to go and test or try them out. It is a great collection of fragrances. Take that for what it is, based on my friendship with Aaron and the fact that these fragrances came to me as a gift. My favourites of the ones that I've just smelled here, I've picked out two of them. They are Icon and Whore Blue. Of course, we've got the tobacco in there, so that had to be one of the faves, didn't it? Have you tried any of these? Are you waiting to buy these? Were you trying to buy them and then they got sold out? If that's the case, then like I say, keep an eye on Aaron's site and hopefully he will get them back in stock. I'd love to hear what you think about these fragrances. What do you think about the smells if you smelled them? What do you think about the names? Are you triggered by the names? Do you think that he should be coming up with different names for these? Or are you all in with the slightly triggering, controversial names that Aaron uses? If you liked the video, if you found it useful, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do all that, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.